So back to our styles. So now let's jump in playing with a friend and see what we've got. So once we click on play with a friend, we are faced with basically two options. We can either have, access to our friends who are online, like in this case, or we can simply copy the link and send to our friend who will then join us online to have a party. So in this case, I pick Igor, who was online, and the idea here is to make sure that I have his validation, both his validation and maybe his willingness to bet and not just get this as a simple game. Playing with a friend, and as of now in our conceptual aspect of the game, you will need to bet something. So yes, and one, so I click on yes, and then I can specify how much I want to suggest as a betting amount, and and then he has to validate. And when he does that, we can start the game. So I'm gonna hit submit there, and then I'm gonna be requested to confirm, and I will hit there. And now what we have is same board game with two players. So we do have player one, we have player two. In this case, player one is John Doe, player two is on Tet, and they can all see their move on this left hand side. Over here we have our usual board for the game, and the principle is the same. So we take turns. Player one starts. So and that's player okay, so that's player one who made like the right move, and now it's player two turns to play. So there we go. We have player two who made the right move. Now we're gonna start it again. And we have player two who made the right move. So the idea here is that if you make the right move, you're allowed to continue until you fail, and then the other player will take over. But basically, the concept here remain the same. And one thing that I want to highlight over here is the amount. So we started with 1,200, and now we have 800 because we betted some amount of the money in our account. And what will happen here is that, in this case, Hydra head will be started on the blockchain to manage all these transactions. And, obviously with a smart contract, and this player will bet that money within the context of the Hydra head. And once the game is done, and by done I mean all the cages are exhausted, all the couple are exhausted, in that case, the fund will be issued to the potential eventual winner. This concludes the play with a friend demo section.